Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Shogun 2 Total War the Tokugawa campaign. Now, when we left off last time, just before I went away on my holiday, what happened? That's a good question. I think we were preparing for the war with the Usugi. Now, quite a bit of preparations required before we launch into a full-scale war, and quite a bit of diplomacy to try and get our heads around. Now, I've loaded the game up, and before I started recording I just had a bit of a look over the situation, and what I noticed, I went to the diplomacy screen to have a play with some of the diplomacy to see what was going on. And I noticed quite a pivotal thing. If you go down to the Yamanouchi, if you remember, the Usugi were their overlords, but something has gone quite awry for the Yamanouchi, because all of a sudden they are no longer vassals of the Usugi, but they are enemies. So that makes my short-term plan a little bit easier, in the fact that if I attack the Yamanouchi now to capture Musashi here, which I'm going to do, I won't bring the Usugi into the fight, and also the Date. So that is a very nice turn up for the books, and it's worked out extremely well for me, because I can now capture this land here and consolidate the coastline a little bit further, and it gives me an extra province to use as a staging post, or to attack the Usugi when it eventually happens. Now, reading upon your comments that you left on the last video and also in the advisory council on the forums, it's a possible plot was highlighted by Naughty Ranker, which I actually quite like the idea of. We've used our son Tokugawa Yusu once as a bargaining chip. Let's use him again. The Date are allied at this moment in time with the Usugi, and they are pivotal in this war here. If we can get them to break their alliance with the Usugi, ally with us, then potentially, if we do launch a full-scale war, the Usugi will be potentially at war on three sides. The Date from the east, the Hattori from the west, and us from the south. And even the mighty Usugi would probably struggle quite a lot if they're facing a threat like that. So that's going to be my plan. Now, the timing of this is going to be crucial, because I want to do that piece of diplomacy right before I launch or declare war on the Usugi, for reasons being that if I do it too soon, there's nothing to stop the Date reallying themselves with the Usugi, and thus putting a scupper in my whole plan. And also, speaking of the Hattori, I have been keeping an eye on the relationship level over the past few parts, and it is slowly decreasing, and I think that's because I'm not assisting them in their war efforts against the Yamako. I think a couple of turns ago, or a couple of parts ago, they asked for my assistance in the war with the Yamako, and I haven't really pulled my finger out and assisted them. So, in order to raise the relationship a little bit more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually assist them excuse me, my voice is really just croaky today. Assist them in their war efforts. So I'm going to send this spare ships that I've got lying around doing nothing. I'm going to take them up to attack one of the Yamako's ports, and hopefully that will keep them on good terms with us. And also, to sweeten the deal just a little bit further, I'm going to give them a bit of a cash injection.
Welcome indeed, my honourable friend.
I say 200.
What shall we discuss in the hope of mutual profit?
and that should just keep them from breaking their alliance with us. So we'll just give them an occasional payment every couple of turns to keep the deal sweet. We'll take the ships across to the Amako port to blockade it and assist the Hattori with their war effort, and hopefully that will, as I say, keep them off our backs. Now also, we obviously are struggling with finances at this moment in time, and so to assist, we have this northern port here, this trade post at the very northern reaches. It's potentially there for the picking. It might not be, but if we don't look, we don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit some trade ships from here, 2 lots, and also recruit some trade ships from here, 2 lots. When they're constructed, they're going to merge up with this fleet, and I'm going to send them to the far north to try and capture this trade post, and hopefully that will give us a little bit of a cash injection. Now it's quite far away and it's going to take a few turns for that to happen, so I can't bank on that as a surefire quick cash injection, but for the long-term purposes it will assist us. All building work is been I've assessed all building work. There's no upgrades that are absolutely necessary. I'm saving my cash for recruitment, because if I get into a war with the Usugi, they have one advantage over me, well 2. They have more provinces, and they also have more military might, so I need to save this cash to assist in recruitment of troops for when the war starts. Now also again, I'm just going to keep looking at the diplomacy screen. The Usugi are trade partners with the Hattori, the Tokugawa, ourselves, and the Date. Now if my plan comes into fruition and I manage to prize the Date away from the alliance with the Usugi, they will be allied with nobody and they will have no trade partners at all, because the Date will no longer trade with them, I don't think, if they're at war with them. We won't be trading with them, and also the Hattori, if they join our cause as well, they too won't be trading with the Usugi, so they're going to be in a bit of trouble. War on 3 fronts, no trade partners, so we could really cripple them with a slow and painful death. But all that's going to take a little bit of time. Now the preparations I'm going to make, first of all, I'm going to take my troops from here. Could do with probably leaving. Well, that's probably fine now actually. I can take a unit of samurai archers out from there, put them into Shimosa, and that should keep the peace. That's good, and they should be fine as well. You can probably actually take both units out. Not that it makes much difference, but there you go. And I'm going to take this army across to attack Musashi here. Okay, but I also can't wait too long. I don't know when they come of age. Children, when they come of age, I think maybe 16, and Tokugawa Ieyasu is already 15, so we cannot afford to dawdle too much, because as soon as he comes of age we will no longer be able to use him as a hostage, so we have to also bear that in mind. So we'll have to prepare ourselves pretty quickly, but also not too quickly. This army here is going to march towards this northern front here to prepare for attacking Xiao Shinano. But before we do that, because Xiao Shinano's got a whole leap of archers, I thought it would be quite prudent to recruit a couple of light cavalries. Just short. A couple of light cavalries to assist this army, hopefully run down a few of their archers, tip the battle into our favour. So whilst we're waiting for that to happen, we'll also look at recruiting a couple more units in Sagami, because this army is going to be used to capture Suruga and then capture Kai, because Kai is quite a pivotal settlement in the fact that it's quite easy to defend. The Usugi can only attack us from one front, so I'm going to capture that hopefully, and we'll see what the Usugi do with the Yamanouchi, because they're now at war with them. I'll take my monk. Oops. Because the Yasugi captured this land from the, I think it was the Satomi they took it from, or the Ashina, one or the other. I think it was the Ashina actually. And it's on a red face. Now, can I incite a rebellion here? No, incite a revolt. I could really do with this land being captured, or being revolt, to turn to revolt, because it will give us an extra bit of buffer zone if the for when the war happens with the Yasugi. But anyway, take that as it comes. I think for now there's not much else we can really do. We've got the trade ships recruiting. We're preparing the armies for the upcoming war effort, and we're preparing to capture Musashi. So let's end the turn and see what happens.
This
oh, look at this! Look at this! Yasugi, eh? You think you're having it all your own way? You think again. Okay, I'm getting quite nervous now. He's still 15. It's autumn. I've probably still got 2 more turns before he comes of age to make these final preparations. Here! Shimotsuke! No longer in Yasugi hands, it is in the hands of the rebels. So that's 1 settlement less for them, an extra buffer zone towards our lands. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move towards Kozuki to see how this settlement fares, and it's quite heavily defended, quite close to Yasugi lands. It wouldn't surprise me if they launch a full-scale attack here against this settlement in an attempt to teach their vassals a lesson. Down here I'm going to recruit a ninja. I'm going to recruit a ninja to assist in the war effort in this region. Maybe some assassination, some sabotaging. Let's try and get this ninja to a nice decent ranking. A really solid ninja will assist us no end in the battle. Why are we so poor? It's painful. Okay. Continue sailing across, assisting the Hattori. Because if we lose the support of the Hattori and they break their alliance, I mean, we're going to be sandwiched in, and that cannot happen. So we have to keep them on side. So what I'm going to do once again. You may think this is a waste of money, but I don't think it is.
My honorable friend.
Give them
what shall we discuss?
give them 150.
The hope of mutual profit.
Give them a little cash injection. Okay, just keeping them sweet. I mean, I will stop giving them cash when I can get to the Amako, because then hopefully the relationship will increase due to the fact that I'm assisting their war effort. So we wouldn't need it to give them cash anymore. Horses going north. Can we... Right, okay. First things first, let's take Musashi. Oh, wait a minute, let's do this the honourable way. I should have learned from my mistake last time. The Yamanouchi. I don't know what you did to miff off your overlords, but you've sealed your fate big time. Right, declare war. We don't need our allies to help us, but so we won't ask for their assistance. Or shall we ask for it? Yeah, why not? The more the merrier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, okay. All resolved. Nice, easy, simple victory. Let's occupy the settlement. And hopefully Wait a minute. Where's this ninja? Also, I have a spare Mitsuki in here. I was using him to try and get more money for the gold, but I think the war effort is probably slightly more important at this moment in time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring him round. Around to here for now. Okay. Bring my ninja up in the next turn as well. Up and around about the same area, keeping an eye in this immediate vicinity. Okay, now there was an army here. Appeared to be hidden. Just repair that for a second. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look. Are we still recruiting those trade ships? Yep, one more turn. Oh, it's not there, it's here. One more turn. Okay, that's fine. Can't build or recruit anything else. Roads. Could do with upgrading the roads here when we finally get the cash to do so, if we get the cash to do so. We really are scraping the barrel here. Okay. Got one more turn before we have to make the move and declare the war on the Usugi before we lose the bargaining tool that we're relying on here. So I think I don't want to do it just now because he's quite close to my settlements. I think I'll give him one more turn to make his move and see where he goes. I mean, if he garrisons in Kai, that will be quite unfortunate for us because this is one of the main settlements that we are banking on taking. If we can take that, I think we're in really, really good shape. Can we incite a revolt here? No, I think it's their last province. Okay. Who else is at war with these people? Are the Dati at war with the Yamanouchi? Yes. No. No, they're not. Okay. I can't trade with anybody else just yet. Okay, we're going to end this part now. Join me in the next one when we shall continue on the campaign map. See you in a second.